What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Rex Righteous, and I'm back with another rap rant. Alright, so this is me following up with basically what's been going on in the internet and all the chatter that's been going on, all the back and forth. Obviously, the debate and the arguments and the back and forth about these two guys, Triple G and Canelo, have not gone down even a little bit. It's actually built it up. So I definitely see a rematch happening. There's too much chatter going back and forth. These guys, there's too much on the line, too much pride. Obviously, Triple G has committed to the Mexican style. He's spoken up about it, and he's made a big deal about it, whether people like Canelo or not, because I've heard of people not liking Canelo just off of lots of different things, and some of them are even Mexican. So it has nothing to do with just him in general. It's just when you say you're gonna fight the Mexican style and that's who you're gonna be, a lot of people are thinking of it in a big way. So you know, you got to live up to it. There's a lot to be said. There's people talking about, why didn't Triple G go to the body? Why didn't Triple G beat him? Why didn't he knock him out? He's looking old. Canelo looked great. A lot of people are saying that Canelo did really good, and they didn't expect him to do really good. A lot of people thought that he gassed out and he got really tired right away. To be honest with you, the way I saw it was Canelo did exactly what was presented to him. So he dealt with the opportunities he had in front of him, and I think he did the best thing he could. I honestly feel like he definitely planned it. This is the way he thought about it in his head. There's no other way, because I could see that Danny Jacobs tried different styles, and he was literally training for everything in the book. The things I want to comment on is basically this. I thought that there was going to be more fighting in the middle of the ring. I don't think Canelo trained for that. I thought that he felt that he was going to outland him with power punches and then just switch it from there on out, and then pick it up from there and just clean him the fuck out of there. But that wasn't the case. Triple G fights like a Terminator, like Cyborg. He just keeps going, and you don't know when he's gonna turn off. I honestly feel that if you were to knock him down, he would get right back up like a machine, as best as he could, and he'll keep fighting the same way. He'll hobble towards you if he has to. Okay, but I feel like it showed a lot that Canelo was trying really hard. And I feel like another thing is that there's two outcomes when it comes to this. If that lady didn't score at 118, 110, we would have a whole total different narrative. We would have been talking about, Canelo didn't look the same, and Triple G didn't do that much, but he still beat him, and he would have been forgotten. To be honest with you, he would have been forgotten, because it would have been a lame outcome. Very lame. Very like, oh, okay, damn. And all the Triple G fans would have accepted it. There's a lot of casual fans that showed up to that fight. There was a lot of casuals, period, watching the fight. They say that this fight was for the purists. There's a lot of casuals watching the fight. So to think that this whole fight was just a close fight and all that, I don't believe so. I really feel like Triple G did his best, and there wasn't else that he could do. I think that if he would have went to the body, it would have caused more problems for him. Obviously, Canelo was trying to land that uppercut. When you're against the ropes like that and you're leaning, you become even shorter, you know, because if this guy is hunching over and he's trying to come at you like this and you're against the ropes, your target is gonna get smaller and you're gonna get a little bit shorter. So if he would have tried to land the body hard, really good, he could have ate something real bad for him. And he did get wobbled a couple times. I'm pretty sure he's trained himself not to show it, because I've never seen too many fighters not show it like that. Like, he either never been punched like that before, or he just knows how to not show it. So there's a lot of things that happen, you know. Obviously, Canelo gassed. That was not part of his plan. I think that he has always gassed like that, and his countering skills have saved him, and it kept him in the fight. And obviously, if you see blood, you forget about how tired you are, right? You know, so that was very eye-opening for me. I'm not gonna go talking about the rematch because I want to see him versus Billy Joe Saunders. If he fights him, I want to see how he looks there. I want to see if he learns anything. If he looks better, he might look more tremendous. Who knows? He might get worse. I don't know. But I do know he didn't look that bad on Saturday. Some people don't want to check the facts because they don't want to see their favorite fighter lose, or the guy they thought won. Let's be clear here, okay? Let's be honest. Let's be real about this. As boxing fans, we shouldn't take live scoring cards that serious. If you scored 7-5 for Canelo when the fight was going on, then who cares? Go back and watch it, and then have a real objective and see what's going on. Because the thing is, man, we're getting too caught up in the how we felt that same night, and that is messed up for us to be objective and talk seriously about something that we don't know what the outcome is going to be if they fight each other again, or if that judge was to score things correctly or in the right way. Because 118, 110 is definitely ridiculous, and I still haven't heard anyone that agrees with it 100%. So yeah, so like I was saying, if you look back at the fight, if you go and check, you can see that Triple G was nervous the first round. I saw it right away. Canelo was definitely nervous. He was hopping around. He didn't even look like himself. He was hopping around, already playing the ropes. Already playing it. So my opinion is, if they were nervous, don't pretend like you weren't nervous. Don't pretend like you didn't have the jitters for this fight. Because if you didn't have the jitters for this fight in the opening rounds, then you are not a real boxing fan. There's no way that you could come off calm, cool, and collective. Maybe if you smoked a joint or something, or you had a couple beers, you had a shot, and you're feeling good, and you're just excited about the fight, that's something different. But nah, there's no way you weren't nervous, you weren't jittery, you weren't back and forth. Who the hell's gonna be calculated like that? No one is. And that's why the boxing gods are asking for a rematch. And that's when things get tighter, and it starts to feel like, okay, maybe it's not exactly what we thought it would be. It's like George Foreman said in his tweet. He recently tweeted out, never leave it to the judges. And it's not to diss Gennady Golovkin. It's because we all need a definitive answer. And if you want to show the fans a definitive answer, you're going to have to knock his ass out or knock him down or something. Because even with Triple G not knocking down Canelo, it makes it a little bit worse than Danny Jacobs. Because I feel like Danny Jacobs' game plan was a little bit better than Canelo's, because Danny was switching to the left-hand side. That was way more weirder. But Canelo's counters were much better, much cleaner, and more effective, more aggressive, more like, get the hell out of here. You're not gonna sun me. You're not gonna beat me. and it was tougher. You know, Jacobs obviously hadn't seen anything like that, and he hadn't been on that type of stage, so that's why it turned out that way. But I think Jacobs did pretty well. But the fact that Triple G only knocked down Jacobs and didn't knock down Canelo, it makes it harder to judge. It makes it a much closer fight. I'm hearing a lot of rhetoric about Canelo winning the last few rounds and then Canelo winning the first few rounds. I don't agree. When I looked back, I saw that Triple G won the third round. I have to rescore the whole fight again, because once I saw that, I was like, whoa, my scorecard's off. My live scorecard is off. I had Canelo winning the second and third round, and I had Triple G winning the first round. So I had Canelo 2-1 in the first 3 rounds. I had him winning. I had Canelo winning going into the 8th round. And after the 8th round, I had it tied, because I felt that round Triple G won it. So obviously, looking back, I'm like, whoa. A few things I saw that was off. That's why I feel like with the judging thing, you can't be so hard on them. But 118, 110, ridiculous. Not even possible. That's exactly how this guy said, how Abel Sanchez said, that she basically wrote it out without even watching the fight. 118, 110. Don't care. Know what I'm saying? So that was awful. The fact that there was whiteouts on Dave Moretti's scorecard. That was fishy too. Doesn't mean that it was for Triple G or Canelo. It's just weird. It just shows you how it turns out when things are live. You know what I'm saying? So, people get nervous, people get crazy. But that's it. I want to continue on the conversation here. Hopefully I hit you guys with more post-fight results, and we can talk a little bit more about this on the next time. We're going to try to do more live streams, and we're going to talk more about this Triple G and Canelo, because it's not over. Obviously more news keep coming out. I hope Triple G signs with Sounders. Let's see what Canelo's team says, because they haven't been talking really much. They just kind of went away. And like I said before, I had an 8-4 for Golovkin. It could be wider. If I look back, it could be probably the same thing. I don't see myself giving 5 rounds to Canelo, but it's possible. Who knows? Until then, guys, we'll keep in touch. Peace out.